So I tried the jewelry wire I got in the dollar store. It's kind of coated with the black. I'm trying it on the back here. Now what's great is when you twist around the next, you can tighten it much easier than the larger wire. This is the larger wire I had that I was using. So I would recommend getting lighter wire because it's much easier to tie it and twist it. And then you just lift them up like this and you have a railing, and there's no soldering really. See how it's kind of sticking there? And then I just bring these ends in here and pin them off. It's going to look much better and cleaner than my old way, this way, where I soldered each one. Well, I didn't solder the middle sometimes, but I solder every once in a while, so this is much easier. You don't really need to solder, I don't think. What I'm trying to do here is, instead of doing single pieces, I'm trying to cut the outer circle first, and then I'll cut the inner part. I'm trying to make it so the railing expands 3 stays instead of just over here like the one. There'll be too many joints and it'll look ugly. So I'm just trying to make this so it fits really nicely. And then I'll carve out the inside and make it into a railing as well. So that's where I'm at the moment. So I'm going to do 2 here. This one to here, I think. I don't think it'll get much further. And then 1 up 2, and then the last one 2. There's some kind of flow to it. It's going to take me a while. It's a little tedious, but it's going to look great. So I've got to start marking this here, and it's going to end over here about 3 millimeter like that. So there's the pins for the back railing, because I mean this is just totally open here. It doesn't make sense. So I put in these pins. I'm going to put in a railing around the back, and as you can see, the top deck over here, the wooden banister, I put in 2 pieces, and then I went to put in the third, but it's not dry enough, so they keep moving on me, and that's the difficult part if they keep moving. Oops, see, like that? That's how easy they move. And there's constant movement, and it's annoying, so I had to leave it until it dries. But we're getting nicely there. We got a nice banister with a round edged all the way along. I can make it look a bit like teak, I think. I feel like we're getting a little bit closer. So it looks like a little banister. I'll get a tweezer so you can see it. Right, and that is, I should get a better tweezers, 1 sec. It's not anywhere to be seen, of course. There it is. This is stronger tweezers, so here we go. That's going in here, and I beveled this because it's not on the pin. I beveled it so it can't fall down, and we're going to glue that in there. I've only got 2 more of these to do, so let's get the glue. My famous IPL I use, because when it bonds it's really strong. It's not great for filing though. Right? And then I got to put some on my piece. Put some underneath here because there's a pin there. Can you see that? Yeah. And then we're going to just drop this in here. And I usually take the, if I can get it out of there, the tweezers out. Can't find anything this morning. So now that I got it down with the tweezers, I take this dental unit and just try to place it nicely in place. See how easy it is to fall? Right? There she is, like that. I think I'll just leave it that way now, and we'll clean it up afterwards when it's hardened. There we go. Now I've got to do a front piece. Here in the front is one to do, right there, see it? There's a space missing from last night. So I'm putting a piece down here, right here, see this here, and here. And I want to put a little piece down to make that kind of one. I'm just going to show you how I do it, what method I use. So I take a Dremel, see. Now I want to have a little bit of a slant there, so I just do. Very gently though. So mind your fingers with these tools. They do 3,000 revs. You wouldn't going to hit your finger with that. So I want that to come down like this here. That's pretty good, see? And now I got to do the other side somehow the same way. But I'm using a Dremel. I'll thin it down a little. And then, to round it off, I either use... Hang on, are we in there? I either use a file to round this off here, this piece here, to make it look like a railing. There you go. And sometimes I use this sandpaper to clean it up. It's a fine sandpaper. Oops, sorry. Get it up here in the camera. Yeah, to give it a little bit of a curve there. And there's my little piece for down. So I use needle files, sandpaper, and Dremel most of the time. I even file these after they're finished inside when they're a little bit off. And here we go, it's completed down here now. And I have a step down there for the other railing, give it a bit more of a finish. Got to do the other side.